Welcome back for another book talk video. It's Fiction Friday. I'm very happy to talk to you about a book by Margaret Pinard. This book is called The Keening, and it's part one in the Remnants trilogy. I've only read book one so far, so I'm not qualified to talk about the rest of the trilogy yet. What I can tell you though as a disclaimer is that I've been interacting with Margaret Pinard online on YouTube with Booktube. We often participate in the comments, though that doesn't necessarily make me biased. This video is my own opinion, my honest opinion. I give the book 4 out of 5 stars. It's historical fiction, and I love historical fiction. For those of you who don't know, I've been singing the praises of Ken Follett's historical fiction lately, pointing out that it feels a lot like reading those low magic fantasy books, just without any magic in them. And you could say that same sort of thing here with Margaret Pinard's book. She claims that she's never read Ken Follett's series, The Pillars of the Earth, The World Without End, those books. But really, I feel like if you like those books, that you would probably enjoy The Keening as well. Whereas Ken Follett deals with the peasants, the poor people, and the nobles up through the royal family, ruling people, Margaret Pinard focuses simply on the lower class, the poverty-stricken, the poor people. And luckily, that means the book is shorter. It's a lot shorter than one of Ken Follett's books. Instead of reading about 900 pages, you've got about, 300 pages or so? I think the book was 260 pages. I really got hooked into caring about this family, what these characters were going through. Granted, at the beginning of the book, they were kelp farmers, and all I know about kelp farming really is from playing Minecraft, but I at least knew that you could use kelp as a fuel, so the story did make sense to me. They are from Scotland, and they are in a bad situation as things change in Scotland, and the farmers are being kicked off the land. But you've got all kinds of aspects with the kids growing up as teenagers and trying to have romantic relationships, as well as the adults trying to deal with making decisions for the family. This is an interesting family because the original husband/father has died, and the man who is there is a stepfather/second husband. But the children often call him father. They treat him with great respect. And so it is interesting to see how all that unfolds. But ultimately, they have to figure out how to find a new place to live and how to deal with the changing times. I will warn you, there have been some other people I've heard on YouTube and seen in some written reviews who said the book ends on a cliffhanger. And I did not like the idea that the book could end on a cliffhanger. I was mentally prepared for it, but then I read the end of the book and I didn't feel like it was a cliffhanger. But that's in the sense that I know it's part of a trilogy. I feel like the story itself is a complete story about the family having to deal with the situation they were presented with and finding a new home and that sort of thing. Though I suppose I can also understand how some people might call it a cliffhanger. I'm good with it. Like in the same sense that in stories like Lonesome Dove, there are going to be some variables where you just don't get answers. There are going to be some things that just don't come to fruition. And I'm okay with that. So I would give Margaret Pinard credit as making this feel like it's a self-contained book, while at the same time making me care about the characters enough to want to read the next book to find out what happens later in their lives. Alright, that's my book talk for today. Hope you're doing awesome. Every day is a great day for a book talk. Peace.